Okay, this lesson we'll be working on Access Chapter 3B. We're over on page 667. We're going to start off by opening another database. So let's go to Open Files. Let's go to Computer, and let's go to the location where you have saved the files for this lesson. I have mine saved, of course, under Access Chapter 3, Student Data Files. The file that you want to grab is going to be 3B Job Openings. So we're going to hit Open. Okay. And we want to immediately go save that. So we're going to hit File, Save As, hit Save As, and we're going to choose the location that you want to save yours. I'm going to put mine in my homework folder, and let's go ahead and just get rid of the A and the 0 at the beginning, adding your last name and your first name, and also let's get rid of that 1 as well. Not a big deal in this lesson, but it will matter when you're doing your grader. Okay, click Enable Content. First thing we do is we want to look at the database tools, and let's take a look at the relationships, and we want to verify that this is correct. So if you click on that line, you'll see how it gets a little bit thicker. Click on Edit Relationships, and you'll see that all of the boxes that should be checked are checked. All right, go ahead and hit Close, and that's how you do that. All right, in this lesson we will be creating reports out of different objects. Go ahead and open the salary, 3B salary 40,000 or more query. Go ahead and close that. Go up to the Create tab and click on Report, and that creates a report. Let's go ahead and close this query while we're at it, so we have a little more room. Okay. The first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of the job ID. So click on the job ID heading, go to the Arrange tab and hit Select Column, and then delete it. That basically gets rid of that field. All right. We also want to click on the employer name and change the width of that to 2.5. Right now it's 2.384. So go ahead and delete that. All the text, change it to 2.5. That increases the width of the column. All right. Okay. All right, moving along. We also want to click on the position field, and we want to arrange this alphabetically. So we go to the home and we click on ascending to sort ascending. Okay, we go to the bottom of the report and you'll see a number here, the total salary. We want to go ahead and get rid of that. So click on that box and hit delete. Okay. We'll also need to get rid of this. There's a little line here as well. To get rid of that as well. Okay. But we do want to sum up the opening. So we click on openings and we go to the design tab. Click on totals and hit sum. Okay. Now we have a total number of positions. We click on the here, and we want to change the width, the height of that. So we go to here, delete that, change to 0.25 to increase the height of that. Okay. Okay. Click on the page here. You can see how it's basically too far to the left. We want to go ahead and to the right. Go ahead and click on here. Change left to 2.5, meaning it's 2.5. Oh, I did it again. Get rid of this information. 2.5, and that moves it basically to the middle. 2.5 inches from the left-hand side. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to the top. Let's go to the top here, and let's grab the title. Okay, first thing we do, we want to get rid of this. Change this to report. We also want to adjust the font size as well, so let's go ahead and select that. Go to Format. Change the font size to 14. All right, and we're going to click on the position here. Okay, and we're going to go to the left, and we're going to change the left, so delete that so we don't get that horrible beeping sound. We're going to change that to 0.5, and you'll notice what it does. Essentially moves everything over a little farther to the right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save that. Click here, save, and we're going to save this as, last name, first name, 3B salary 40,000 or more, report, and hit OK. All right. Next, we're going to talk about printing a report. So go to the File button, go to Print, and go to Print Preview. All right, you can see from here we can do 1 pages or 2 pages, so we can see how that looks. All right, let's go ahead and close that, and let's close this report. All right, next part thing is we're going to talk about creating a report using the report wizard. So let's go ahead and close this. Let's go to the create tab, and we're going to go to report wizard. We're going to use the report. We're going to use the employers. So drop this down, and by the way, as the lesson says, we're going to create a report that shows us shows us all the different booths for a trade show we're doing and the booth fees. So that's what we're doing. We're going to choose the following fields. We're going to choose industry, employer name, and we're going to choose fee paid. Those 3 fields: industry, employer name, fee paid. Okay. First thing it's asked us is, how do you want to add any grouping? Yes, we want to group by industry. So we would click here to group, okay, and we would click next. We want to sort employer name ascending right here. This is a toggle button, by the way, if you wanted to toggle. And for as far as summary options, we want to hit fee paid and we want to hit sum. Okay. We're going to hit next. It's going to ask us how we want it. Stepped is fine. Portrait is fine. We're going to hit next, and we're going to call this report last name, first name, 3B, booth fees by industry report. Okay, and then we're going to hit finish. All right, and we have our report. Okay, go ahead and close the print preview, and let's go to view and change the view to the layout view. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we want to change the theme. So go to the design tab and go to themes, and we'll be selecting the Ion boardroom, which I believe is right here. Okay, right click and hit apply theme to this object only. As I mentioned before, that is important when you're doing the homework for grader, because you don't apply the theme to the wrong item and lose points. Okay. Let's go ahead and click on our title here, and let's go ahead and select all that. We're going to bold it. Go to the format tab. We're going to bold it and change the font size to 14. So it fits into what we have here. Okay. And okay, next what we do is we want to click on industry and click on, all right, you'll notice basically there's information here as well. Click on summary for industry, and we want to go ahead and get rid of that, delete that. Okay, next thing we want to do is save. Save the name, save. It's always a good idea. All right, moving along. Click down to the sum, and you'll notice that, by the way, if you make change in one of these sums here, any one of these, we're going to change this. Again, I'll do it for you again. Click here, and get rid of this. We're going to change this to total booth fees by industry. If we want to do that, every one of these changes. All these different controls change. Okay. Go ahead and click on the industry here. Go ahead and click on the employer and the fee name. We're selecting all 3 of these together, and we're going to go to the format, and we're going to bold all of these guys. Okay, so we're doing all of those together. Okay. All right, go ahead and click on the $300 control here. All right, and click on the arrange, the design, the property sheet, and we're going to under left, we're going to change the left to 7. And that moves it far, basically moves it pretty far to the right. Okay. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, sorry, down here at the bottom, and we're going to select grand total. Sorry, the grand total, which is here, and we're going to change the width to 0.8. Okay, changing the width. All right. Also going to click on the label, change the width of that to 1. All right. Okay, if we go a little bit higher, you'll notice as the book mentions here that, let's see if we can find it here, a little higher, the Monroe air conditioning. If we go to here and change the width of this to 3, it makes it a little bit wider so you can read the entire field. You notice as we change one, they all change together. All right, page 678, aligning controls in design view. Go to view. Let's go ahead and save this. Go to view and go to your design view. You'll notice that it does. We now have quite a few more headers. Area, page, header, industry header, detail, industry footer, page footer, and footer reporter. If you click in the page footer, you click on any of these. Let's see. Click on any of these. The total booth fees. All right. Label, and hold the shift down and click on the report footer. Okay, so we grab this fee in the industry footer. We select the total booth by fees industry, and then we hold our shift button down and grab the grand total. We'll do it again. Click here, and then hold the control button down and click here. In the Arrange tab, go to the Align option, which is in the Size and Ordering section. Click here and click left. That left aligns that. Next thing we do is we want to go up to Fee Paid. We want to go the report footer. We want to go ahead and grab the Fee Paid option here. The Fee Paid. And the last thing we want to grab in the report footer is the sum, these 3 boxes. And we want to do here, and we want to click to the right aligning, as the book says, all of these options. Actually, I want to get one more here. Align. Right aligning all those options. Okay. If you go ahead and change to the layout view, go to File and go to Layout View, you can see how they look. This is another way of aligning those up. You can see how they all line up. Okay. All right. Next part talks about keeping and grouping them together. What you do is go to your File and go to Print and go to Print Preview. Okay. Go ahead and show the zoom to the 2 pages. Okay. Go ahead and close them. That shows it. Okay. You can see how it looks here. Basically, we don't have if you break it breaks up down here at the bottom. It goes by total booth for the hotel industry. It breaks them up. We want to change it so it groups them all together. So go ahead and close this option, and in the Design tab, click on the Group and Sort. Okay. All the way at the bottom, go ahead and click on the Group and Sort. Go ahead and hit Group with Industry. Okay, so we click on here. We click on we click on More under the Group and Industry, and then we click on here. It says Do not keep group together on one page. Drop this down and select Keep Group Together on one page. Now we close this. Okay. Click this. Now we go to File, and now we go to Print and Print Preview. Now you'll notice that they are all grouped together. Okay, that brings us to the end of the lesson.